What is going on, you guys? Today we are going to check out the Big Rusty art exhibit, whatever you want to call it, out here in Hainesport, New Jersey. But before I can show you it, I got to show you just exactly how to get here. So sit tight. I'm going to be driving my way here, explaining to you guys just how to get here so you can find this location, as well as giving you guys some updates on what's coming up on the channel in the coming weeks. So without any further ado, let's get to the car. All right, you guys, so a little crooked, but got to work with what we got. I'm still getting used to this thing. So I want to take a few moments to talk about what is going to be coming up on the channel in the coming weeks, because I'm getting ready to finish my last big race of the year. The Philadelphia Marathon is this Sunday, November 19th, and that is my last big race of the year. So once that's done, I get to kind of start fresh and work on some new different build ideas. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen I made a post recently talking about the winter. I usually go into a bit of a bodybuilding phase where I'm really working this year on a recomposition. I just want to lose a little bit more fat, strengthen up, and build a little bit more muscle. And that's going to happen over the next, I want to say 12 to 16 weeks. Sorry, I almost lost you guys there. Hey, that works a little bit better. I'm straighter. But yeah, so gonna be working on that for the next 12 to 16 weeks, and then going into the new year in January, towards late January, I would say beginning of February, I'm gonna be starting a build series on PRing my next half marathon. I'm gonna be doing the Asbury Park half marathon again, shooting for sub 150. Last year I got under 2 hours. In terrible conditions, I got to 158, so I've gotten a lot better over this year, so 150 seems very reasonable. But as for the winter, I'm going to be focusing on my bodybuilding stuff, so there's probably going to be one video per week on that. And then there's also going to be some trail running content coming up, because the problem is for me is I like to do trail running. I love trail running. I prefer it, honestly. But I love doing road running events because it's fun. So my idea as of right now is to start trail running as soon as I'm done Philadelphia Marathon. I have a few events coming up with my local run club, so we'll definitely break out and do some in the next couple weeks. I already have some trail shoes I want to review, and just overall just some topics that I feel like are very, very good around the trail running space. So I'm going to be doing a lot more with that. Couple other fun challenges I want to try and I want to show you guys. So there's a lot going on. We got a pretty hefty next couple of months, probably 2 videos a week for those who really enjoy my content, and I truly appreciate you guys who do. You know, people who check in, comment, I really appreciate you guys. I love talking with you, hearing what you guys think. I'm falling again. Oh, as I previously stated, yeah, I'm not used to this thing. I just recently bought a new car. I have a 2019 Subaru Impreza. I needed something a little bit more practical to my lifestyle, which involves a lot of driving, and my truck was not good on gas. I was putting about $65 a week into the tank just to go to work, and that's not fun. You know, I'm not doing anything I enjoy with that $65 a week. This thing, a lot better on gas, probably significantly safer, other than the fact that it's probably not as structurally strong as a pickup truck. But as far as safety features overall, this thing probably has way more safety bells and whistles than I could even think up. So pretty awesome. I'm very happy with my decision, and you know, I'll show you guys around it when we get to the location. Okay, so just decided to get myself some coffee. I'm going to talk to you guys about the directions on how to get there, depending on which way you're going on Route 38, because it is on Route 38, but it isn't really the clearest directions on how to get there. I actually ended up hiking through the woods from the diner to get there, but you can do that if you want to. They're actually planning to put a park there. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But if you're heading Route 38 west, like I am, you are going to pass Dunleavy's and the Ted Costa law offices. That light right there, I believe it is Hainesport Road. You're going to cross through there, and you're going to get to the next light, which is, I believe, Briggs Road. I'm going to put it down below. When you get to Briggs Road, you're going to see a U-turn right in the right-hand side of that lane. Take that U-turn. Now you're heading 38 eastbound. Now, you're going to pass the Diamond Diner. You're going past the Pet Boys, and then after that, you're gonna see a little dirt road with a telephone pole right on the corner, and you're gonna turn down that road. Now, I know there's a law office over there. You're gonna go past that. There's a little path. It used to be a ceramic workshop that was back there, and you're gonna go through there. You're gonna see a little gate. You're gonna see some bamboo on the left-hand side. I'm gonna show you that in the video. And you're gonna get through there, and that's when you've reached your location. Now, I'll put the actual like map spot up here like in a second on one of these two sides of me, and that will give you a better idea. It was really unclear when I was getting there. I hope they fix it a little bit, because the GPS did not send me to the proper location. But I hope you guys don't get lost. All right, and we have arrived. We are at the front gate. I wanted to show you guys the gate at least so you know what I'm talking about when I say there is a steel gate out front. Now, if this is open, you are free to enter. If it's not open, just wait. I think they open at like 9 o'clock. I actually just got here at 10. There's some people doing some work. Here's the bamboo I was talking about, a very aggressive plant that for some reason grows in a lot of weird spots out here. This is not one of the only areas, but this is an absolute large, I believe it's considered a grove of bamboo. But yeah, goes off for a pretty good spot. There's a lot of water out here, so I think it helps it grow pretty easily. Now, we're going down this dirt road. I'm gonna walk us back there because I just wanted you guys to see where the entrance is, because it's pretty hard to see. And there's a law office that's like right over there in that area. There's a separate driveway for that once you get onto this dirt road, but this road is from the township. So it's a little unsettling, so take it slow. It's got some potholes, so be cautious and don't wreck your car. But after a quick walk down the road, we are here. Big Rusty's sitting over there. I'm actually gonna give it a little time before I head over there. There's some people here doing work, probably covering up a lot of the graffiti. For some reason, people here have a strange fascination with the 1940s Austrian painter who took over a lot of Europe. So they keep putting his logos everywhere, and they keep spray painting over them, as well as some other profanity that should not be all over the place. But yeah, they've been doing a good job of taking care of it. There's actually a woman here, I think she's doing some photography work, so I'm also going to try not to disturb her. So for the time being, we'll take a quick walk around, try to keep it pretty calm. But I'll show you guys the car too while I got some time. All right, so here she is. It's my 2019 Subaru Impreza. I've always wanted to get a Subaru. I've obviously fit the lifestyle for it, being a trail runner, nature guy who loves to be outdoors, so it only seemed suiting that I got a all-wheel drive little gas efficient ride. Show the inside a little bit better. I locked it. Hold on. The inside from an alternate angle, not the side you guys see from the camera, but a very clean, very spacious, nice interior that will suit me quite well for all sorts of traveling and different road trips I plan to do, as well as plenty of room for my triathlon bike. So it'll be very nice to get into some more races this year and not have to require somebody to pick me up, as well as we can do some bike trips. So we'll get into all that as we get there. Also getting a GoPro so I can strap it to the bike. It'll be pretty cool. Might actually GoPro an entire triathlon just to show you guys kind of what it looks like. But it looks like the cleanup guys are just about done. I just saw him come in and pick up a thing of trash. So hopefully we're about good to go. All right, and here we are. This is Big Rusty himself, the 20-foot trash troll sculpture created by Thomas Dambo, a Danish sculptor. He's actually done, I believe, 7 of these all over. All right, quick cut in, because I was just doing a little bit of the numbers and stuff like that while I was doing the editing. I was wrong. There are 120 trolls that he has built in 17 different countries. So my number 7, I think that might have been just for the US at the time, but he has built 120 of these worldwide, ranging from like 10 foot to 20 foot, 15 foot, and he is from Copenhagen, Denmark. So figured I'd add that in there. The world, I believe most of them are over in Europe, and I think one might be California and Washington State, but I'm not 100% sure. But I want to give you guys an idea of just how tall this absolute behemoth is. And he's made entirely out of different pieces of plywood and scrap metal and trash. And I mean, it just shows you that it's a big mess. So as you see, I am about 5'8", 5'9", and he is 20 foot. I mean, quite literally, this is his foot, and it's almost half as tall as me. So just to give you an idea of just how absolutely enormous this thing is, you can see how much they've used electrical wiring, which is funny because there's parts of it missing from the building, and I'll get into more about the building in a second. But yeah, I mean, just look at this thing. He's just looking at us. He's hungry, so hopefully he doesn't eat me. He just eats the trash. That would be pretty good to me. But we have over here, we got a sign with the rules. Do not feed Big Rusty and do not climb on him. So do not climb on him if you do come here. I know it'll be tempting, but just try not to. So we'll go into a little bit about the building in just a second. All right, so stepping into the building. It is what used to be a pottery factory of some sorts. They used to just build ceramics and pottery here. And the place was abandoned, I believe, in the 70s or the 80s. And it never got reused. Never got bought back up. It actually just sat here, became dilapidated. Kind of looks like there may have been a fire or something at one point. But yeah, just a cool old building. Not a whole lot going on. You can see some of the old machinery, probably some form of furnace by the looks of it. But the place is covered in graffiti, so I will be showing you guys some of that. There's also this cool motor and electrical panel over here, but I'm trying to kind of spot out what I allow the graffiti to hit because, as stated, some of the people here have a strange fascination with a certain Austrian painter slash chancellor of Germany. So I just want to make sure I don't get any of that, as well as some offensive words that may be all over the wall. But they've been doing a really good job at covering a lot of this, and they've gotten a lot of really talented graffiti artists to come out and do some pretty big pieces. So I'm going to show you guys a few of those. But yeah, an old ceramics factory turned into an art exhibit pretty much. So pretty cool, very cool on the township. So as I was walking into this room, this is the biggest one. It has the most work done to it. I think the octopus is probably my favorite. That thing's awesome looking. A lot of cool, really, really talented, just skilled writing, you know. A lot of people just doing really good work here, so it's awesome to see. I'm trying to watch my footing. I don't want to accidentally show you guys a unfinished Windows Microsoft logo. But let's just check out this octopus. Look at this thing. It's awesome. Just the detail work and texturing that they did to this. So cool. Another pretty cool one. Guy staying on a bicycle, doing graffiti. It's almost like graffiti inception. Oh, this thing. Look at this. I don't even know what this is. Well, that's a tree, but not that. I'm more interested in whatever the hell that thing is. That's pretty cool. That must be your brain on drugs. Like that old commercial with the egg. Nothing too wild out here. These are pretty cool graffiti, like demon looking things that are hiding behind this grate. That had to have been hard to do with having the window panes in front of it. So that's pretty cool. Pac-Man Ghost. Doom. It's one of my favorite video games. There used to be a Big Booty Among Us character over there. I have a picture with it. I'll put that on the side so you guys can see. It was pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool seeing the structure. A lot of the old decaying pieces of this place. It's pretty cool. Hate, I think. Either that or to be. Not sure. Sadness is rebellion. Oh, dude, Fortnite. I love Fortnite. Victory Royale, baby. So we're out on the far back side of it, but I just want to show you guys just the view. So we're out on the back side of the Rancocas Creek. They're actually going to be turning this whole 24-acre property, I was just reading this morning, into a 24-acre, I guess, park. So the whole area is going to be developed into just some form of nature preservation / park. We have a few of them in this area that are really cool, but I couldn't see this the last time I was here. I was here in the summertime, and obviously there was still a lot of green foliage. But I'm going to try to safely walk my way down there because the last thing I need to do is blow out my ankle before a marathon. So take you guys down by the water to see how beautiful it is down here this time of year. All right, best spot I could find down on the river. I did bust my ass coming down here too, but luckily I know how to fall. So if you ride years of riding BMX and riding skateboards, you kind of get adjusted to falling. But this is the Red Cook's Creek. It's just part of it. There's a couple other spots that are a little bit better to see it. There's actually another spot I'd love to take you guys to soon. It is an old abandoned cabin, the cabin in the woods, that is on the other side of the area in the other part of the Red Cook State Forestry. So I'd love to show you guys that one day, but yeah, I mean, just check this out. Absolutely beautiful out here. I love the fall time in this area. As much as people hate New Jersey, they hate North Jersey, which understandable, a lot of traffic, but it's only that one little area, like right by New York. You know what I'm talking about? Because you got the mountains. Those are beautiful. Take you guys back up to the state park up there, High Point, the highest point in the entire state of New Jersey. Almost fell again. So I'm gonna climb back up this hill and we'll look at some more of the graffiti. All right, so we'll walk back inside. Probably the bathroom, you know. That's the most of it here. But overall, it's a pretty cool spot. If you ever get the chance to come out here. I found this just sitting in the parking lot. It's funny because the trash cleanup guys were here and it was here the whole time. It's like an ominous sign to stay hydrated, my friends. Drink your water, drink your electrolytes. I don't know. It's interesting. So with that being said, it's not a whole lot left else to show you guys here. I have a lot more I gotta get done today. I actually gotta head to the convention center in Philadelphia, so I'll show you a little bit of that as we get into the tail end of this. But if you only wanted to come here to see Big Rusty, this is where we part ways, my friend. And I'm very glad you guys got to see this. Hopefully you get to come see it for yourself, or if you live in one of the other states where there are similar sculptures built, hopefully you go check those ones out too. Maybe send me some pictures of it on my Instagram at Andrew Miller Mileage on Instagram. So that way I can see them just in case I possibly never make it out to see them or can't make it over to Denmark to see the originals. But thank you guys for watching. For those who are going to continue watching to see a little bit about the Philadelphia Convention Center for the Marathon Expo, sit tight. I'll be there in a little while. All right, y'all. Whoever decided to partake in continuing the journey with me over to the Philadelphia Convention Center, we've made it to the train station and parked up right there. I had to use a improvised bathroom break, and then we're gonna head to the train because I prefer taking trains than driving in the city for many reasons. Number one, I just hate driving in cities. It absolutely drives me nuts. It's just so stressful. And then on top of that, it's cheaper. Like, I think I'm gonna pay $3 round trip to go over to Philadelphia, right to my location and back. Parking over there, it's like $10 alone. Bridge toll is another $5, so $15 to drive across the bridge. The only way to make it cheaper would be to take the river line to, actually it'd still be about the same because it would be $3. Because the river line, you could take it to Rutgers University and then walk across the bridge. But then you gotta walk from like 5th Street to like 13th, which that's a pretty decent walk, but I'm not objected to walking, but we got a marathon to run, so we got to save as much energy as we can. We're gonna head over there, pick up our bib. I'm buying a coffee cup because I really want a coffee cup, and yeah, it's gonna be a great day. So let's get our train ticket, shall we? All right, so we got on the escalator after picking up our ticket, which I have right here, as well as a Rainstorm energy drink. It was actually $6 for round trip, so $3 each way, but we got on the train, got a nice window seat, and we made way. So leaving Woodcrest Station, we went through about 4 different towns just on the trip here, which is why I love taking the train, because it is just so much more convenient than driving all the way along this route, taking the bridge, paying the tolls, paying for parking, and you just get to sit back, have a nice view, look at all the trees going by and the different buildings, and just really relax and take it all in. So shortly after coming through Collingswood, we headed underground to come up underneath Camden, hitting the City Hall stop, and then after that, we began to make our climb out into the air over Camden. So if you look across, you see a lot of the old houses and the old neighborhoods, and we got closer and closer to the riverfront as we climbed up the side of the bridge. Now, to most people, Camden isn't much to look at. It's not really the greatest city on earth, but, you know, it's kind of nice looking some days, especially days like this. And then we make the great climb over the Benjamin Franklin Bridge, over top of the water, and you just can't help but love the view. I mean, you see the waterfront running path that's actually right along there. Maybe I'll try that out one day. And then right across the water, you see right into Philadelphia, which, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful out here today. Alright, and after 15 minutes on the Patco line, we have made it to the 12th and 13th Street station in Philadelphia. We're going to make our way on out and into the streets. It's a beautiful sunny day in Philadelphia. Much like they say, it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Now, of course, this wasn't the station I was originally planning on hitting. There is one that's actually right underneath the convention center, but this one is only about a 4-block walk, so for a $6 round trip, you really can't complain. We walked past one of the old churches right here on 12th Street, so very nice to look at. I always love seeing the old church architecture you can find in some of these cities. There you can see City Hall, the old City Hall. One day I'll do a little video showing up some of the stuff over there, and we made it to the convention center. But of course, what trip would this be without me just happening to be a little bit lost? We went to the wrong building, so heading across the street now to the correct building, which I found very easily because there's signs everywhere. And after a little bit of confusion, we have made it to the Philadelphia Marathon Race Expo. It was in the other side of the building, so I just had to walk across the street into the other side of the convention center. But I got in here, I wanted to do some filming, but honestly, there was just so much going on. It was really, really busy. A lot of noise, a lot of stuff to do, a lot of free stuff to grab and exhibits to check out. So there wasn't a whole lot I could do, but I did get a video of me signing the marathon signature wall. And then we headed back out into the streets after about an hour in there and got back on the train to head back to Jersey. So once we make it back to the parking lot, I will show you guys just what I picked up at the expo. All right, so we are back at the car, back from Philadelphia, and we are going to go over just what I got from the expo, including my bib number and everything. So we'll start off with that being the most important. I will be runner number 10,133. I thought I was running 2 races. I was originally under the impression I signed up for the 8K and the marathon. Turns out I only ran for the marathon, so definitely hoping to PR my marathon time over Atlantic Cities. So I get to focus more on that. So I'm looking at that as a positive. Then I got a free reusable metal cup from Noon, which is the hydration company that is going to be doing the course's hydration. Not Gatorade, so I did want to try it before I got it. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. All right, I got the Marathon Tech Fit long sleeve shirt. It's not bad. I know a lot of people weren't too thrilled with it. I mean, I will say I thought it would be a little bit nicer being the 30th anniversary of this race, but it is what it is. I still think it's nice. It comes with the race, so it's not bad. And then I purchased a Philadelphia Marathon 30 years Liberty Bell palm hat. Throw that on in a second. And I picked up a coffee mug. It's a metal mug. Ooh. So, not bad. And then I got a couple other free things that are in my pocket, but obviously the bag did come with it. I have a Dietz & Watson bandana with some glizzies on it, so pretty excited about that. Gotta love good Dietz & Watson wiener. And I got a couple of these. the Cliff blocks they were giving away. So pretty nice. They're going to be giving these out on the course too, so it'll be nice to have these. I've already had these before, so I know they're not too bad, but they don't digest very fast for me. So, but either way, mountain berry flavored, and I got a cherry. And there we go. Of course, had to throw the hat on real quick. So anyways, guys, that is all I got for you today. I'm actually going to go hit Tim Hortons up, get me a coffee and maybe a donut or something before I head on home, because I thought I would go to Tim Hortons tomorrow after the 8K because the train station actually drops off right behind it. But unfortunately, since I'm not doing the 8K, I'll just go today. It's very sad that I will not have to run an extra 4.5 miles this weekend, and I have to have donuts on Friday instead of Saturday. It's just such a shame. But anyways, guys, thanks for coming along with me throughout this whole day between Big Rusty, and if you stuck around for the Philadelphia Marathon Expo. I couldn't do a whole lot of filming in there. It was really loud and there was a lot going on, so I was just trying to keep it tight, and I'll just give you guys my voiceover as you saw for the rest of the clips. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna have a good race. I can't wait to get back with you guys about my further training for next races, some trail running all through the winter. It's gonna be a blast, and I can't wait to take you guys with me. So without further ado, let's get into the race, and I will see you guys in the next one.